Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. This time we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Cardback Cobra Trooper by Hasbro. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Alright, so tonight we're taking a look at the Retro Cardback Cobra Trooper. This is part of the latest assortment of retro cardback figures out at retail. I picked this up in an area Walmart along with Cobra Commander. I got to tell you, both of these action figures are really nicely done. So taking a look at the packaging, you've got your retro cardback with blister packaging. You've got some artwork there of the Cobra Trooper. Of course, you see the action figure in the blister card. It's got some kind of weird submachine gun, then a suppressed 1911 with an extended mag, and then some sort of bolt action sniper rifle. I tried to look this rifle up on the internet to see if I could find what real world firearm it might be based off of. I wasn't able to come up with anything. He also includes his helmet and a drop point fixed blade combat knife. Really love this design. I grew up in the 80s with the original G.I. Joe cartoon and Real American Hero toy line. I love the fact that they have integrated the retro cardbacks into the classified series. Brings back a lot of great childhood memories, has that sense of nostalgia, and makes for a great collectible and keepsake. On the back of the blister card, you've got the collectible cutout file card. It says Cobra Trooper, classified role, the enemy, primary specialty infantry, secondary specialty sabotage, birthplace, various countries. Over on the right, it's got a brief bio. It says, one of the nameless, faceless legions of Cobra Command, Cobra swear absolute loyalty to their fanatical leader, Cobra Commander. Their goal, to conquer the world for their own evil purpose. All right, so here we have the Cobra Trooper outside of the packaging. This is a really nice action figure. I like the deep blue for the combat pants and combat shirt, the crimson Cobra logo. I will say that I dislike H-harness. I don't like that. I would really like to see these Cobra Troopers include either a chest rig or minimalist plate carrier with some mag pouches on it. Nonetheless, it's still a really cool looking figure. So let's bring him in closer so you guys can see the attention to detail on that head sculpt. Nice sculpted detail on the chest rig. It's got a molded flashbang, molded fixed blade combat knife and an inverted sheath. And really, I guess that would be 1, 2 mag pouches there. He's got a drop thigh sheath for fixed blade knife. See a shoulder pauldron there. Drop thigh holster for sidearm. Gauntlets on his forearms. Hard knuckle gloves, armored knee pads, as well as shin armor, black boots. Really cool. You can see he's on a display base. I'm really glad to see them include that. I wish they would offer these in individual box sets or packs for previous figures so that they could have a display base. But still really cool. As far as articulation, the head and neck are on a ball joint. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder. Rotate 360 degrees. Butterfly joint with a full range of motion there. That's really awesome. Upper arm rotation. Double jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and wrist pivot. You can see that the torso is on a ball joint and a hinge. Forward and lateral movement, the thigh, drop down thigh joint. Thigh rotation. Double jointed knees and lower leg rotation, foot will pivot and roll. Really awesome action figure, great for troop building. Just looks incredible all the way around. I do like that aggressive look behind the mask. Looks like he's ready to kill G.I. Joe. Let's talk about accessories. First and foremost, he does include his helmet. Put that on the head sculpt there. He also includes this fixed blade combat knife. You see it's got a silver drop point blade, black handle with some grooves cut into it, as well as a lanyard loop. And I'm going to the sheath there. Also included is this 1911, and they've gone to great lengths to include detail on these accessories. You can see that it's got front and rear slide serrations on it, rear target sights, front fixed sight post, extended magazine on it. Also includes detachable suppressor, which will fit into open muzzle there. And to store this, there is a loop on the front of his drop thigh holster for the can. Just push it down like that, and take the 1911, put it right there in the holster. He's good to go. I'm not going to talk about that wacky submachine gun that's been included with other figures in the past. I am going to talk about this bolt action sniper rifle. This was a really nice mold. There's a lot of nice detail in it, including that magnified optic with the red dot on top of it. You can see it's got a fixed stock with an adjustable butt pad for length of pull, as well as a cheek riser that can adjust for the cone. Looks like it has a modular foregrip on it, suppressed barrel. You do have a detachable box magazine, what I presume to be about 10 round magazine on here. It does have a little bit of warping on it. You guys can see that there. That should be remedied with really hot tap water, not quite boiling. You can see the stock is also slightly warped. But you can submerge this in really hot tap water for about 40 or 50 seconds, or use a hair dryer for the same amount of time. Get it back into shape and then immediately dunk it in cold water, or you can tape it to a flat surface like this to get it to hold its shape. Let's see if we can get him to hold his weapon. See if we can open up his trigger finger here, his index finger going into the trigger guard. And yeah. And let's see how accurate of a shooting position that we can get him into. Get a proper grip on the stock. Yeah, there we go. Try to align that with his eye. Push his arm over. Yep. And on the display base. And into an aggressive shooting position. Just like that. That looks really cool. I do like that. Overall, this is a really nicely done action figure. I do like these. They are great for troop building. If you're a collector or fan of the Classified series, you definitely want to add this guy to your collection. So there you have the G.I. Joe Classified series Retro Cardback Cobra Trooper by Hasbro.